to collect soil from at least 2 different sites and study them for texture, moisture content, pH, and water holding capacity and correlate with the kinds of plants found in them. Soil is the upper weathered layer of the Earth's crust consisting of minerals and organic matter called humus. Soil provides nutrition, water, and aeration to plants and roots, and it also helps to fix the plants to the ground.
Madam, what are the types of soil?
Types of soil: soil type, composition, other features. Sandy soil, 60 to 80% sand, 10 to 20% clay. Being porous is well aerated but has poor water holding capacity, not suitable for plant. Clay soil, 60 to 70% clay, 30% sand. Very good water holding capacity but poorly aerated and easily waterlogged. Rich in mineral salts, so best for plants like paddy. Loamy soil, all particles almost in equal amounts, 40 to 50% sand, 40% silt, 10 to 20% clay. Best for crops because of good aeration, good water holding capacity, and rich in nutrients including humus. Sandy loam, 40 to 70% sand, 20 to 50% silt, 10% clay. Less water holding capacity, so moderate for plants' growth. Silty loam, 20% sand, 20 to 50% silt, 10% clay. Less water holding capacity, so not good for plants. Clay loam, 20 to 30% sand, 20 to 50% silt, 40 to 60% clay. Fine textured soil with the moderate aeration and water holding capacity, so suitable for plant growth. Let's do an experiment to collect soil from at least 2 different sites and study them for texture, moisture content, pH, and water holding capacity, and correlate with the kinds of plants found in them. Our aim here is to collect soil from at least 2 different sites and study them for texture, moisture content, pH, and water holding capacity and correlate with the kinds of plants found in them. To study moisture content of soil, materials required are different soil samples, polythene bags, digger, measuring cylinder, beakers, glass rod, and water. Procedure: different soil samples are collected and packed in polythene bags and dried in the laboratory. Examine dry samples by a hand lens and feel it between fingers. See and note the soil texture and record the observations. Collect a sample of garden soil with a digger and fill half of the measuring cylinder with it. Add equal amount of water and stir it thoroughly. Allow it to stand undisturbed for about an hour. The soil particles would gradually settle down in different layers according to their sizes. Observe and note down the thickness of each layer in the observation table. Observations: type of layer, size of particle, name of particle, height in millimeter, thickness. Coarse sand particles 2.00 mm and above, 2.00 to 0.2 mm. Gravel coarse sand, fine sand particles 0.2 mm to 0.02 mm. Sand, silt particles 0.02 mm to 0.002 mm. Silt, clay particles less than 0.002 mm. Clay. Result: soil is a mixture of different mineral particles varying in size from 0.002 mm to 2 mm. Soil texture refers to the relative proportion of size group of individual soil particles. Depending upon the proportion of the particles present, The soil could be of various types, namely sandy, clay, or loamy. Precautions. Stir the soil well in a measuring cylinder and place it undisturbed for about an hour. Note carefully the different components and thickness of each layer of soil carefully.
Thank you, ma'am. You have given a great knowledge through this experiment.
Our aim here is to study the moisture content of soil. Materials required are test tubes, weighing balance, spirit lamp, tripod stand, wire gauze, different soil samples, spatula or tongs, and oven. Procedure. Take a little soil sample in a crucible or test tube and weigh it. Heat the soil sample by keeping it in oven at 100 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes or over spirit lamp for 10 to 20 minutes till soil is completely dried. Repeat the process for other soil samples. Observations. Soil sample. Initial weight of soil, gram. Final weight of soil, gram. Weight of water. Percentage of moisture content per unit dry weight of soil. A, B, A minus B, A minus B divided by B into 100. Sample 1, sample 2, sample 3. Result. Soil sample 1 has X percentage of moisture content. Soil sample 2 has X percentage of moisture content. Soil sample 3 has X percentage of moisture content per unit dry weight. The soil which has a high water holding capacity has a higher percentage of moisture content. For example, clay soil has higher moisture content as compared to sandy soil. Precautions. Take soil samples of known weight. Stir the soil while heating. Heat the soil sample till all its water evaporates. To make sure that all the water has been driven out, heat the soil over again and weigh it.